is going to be a little bit different.
Maybe not.
Going to try a little bit of a live stream from airport.
Hello, I'm Atlanta
Some time
Mayor
here for some
Andre
people to roll
Dickens.
in.
Welcome to Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, the busiest and most efficient airport in the world.
This might be
If you're visiting
interesting with
Atlanta, please enjoy all our city has to
announcements and
offer.
whatnot.
If you're merely passing through, consider including Atlanta in your future travel plans. If you're returning home,
All right, hey, we got some people rolling in.
welcome back. Thank you
Excuse me.
for traveling.
No, sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Thank you.
Enjoy your time.
All right, I think we may have found us a quiet corner here. So where are we headed? We're headed home. Let me unload this giant backpack. Let's see, here we go. Hey, got somebody from California. All right, we're settled here now. Yeah, been out at Gettysburg for the past couple days, filming some content with Eric Dorr, the Gettysburg Museum of History. Got some people from Georgia, Canada. Holy smokes, man! Got a whole bunch of people rolling in here. Kind of surprised. Short notice. I didn't think anybody would. I didn't think anybody would pop in. But yeah, right now I'm in the airport in Atlanta. So here's the situation. Here's what happened. I was supposed to fly through Detroit, and then my original flight got delayed by a considerable margin, and I had to. My layover was going to be like really short, and I've already spent the night in the Detroit airport one time, and I didn't want to do it again. So ended up taking the later flight, which is routing me through Atlanta. So here we are. Hey Terry, thanks for the super chat. Dang, I appreciate that. But yeah, like I said, boy, this is gonna get old holding this phone like this. Let's see, looking forward to the new content. Headed to Gettysburg this weekend. Oh, with the Dressing Gettysburg Nerds. Yeah, I got to see Matt Cowrie and Eric, the producer. Saw them last night. We went to a lecture with Tim Smith. It was really good. But yeah, it's always cool hanging out with those guys. Lisa, loved the episode in Boston. Thank you. Hey, Project Fast, thanks. Get some Chick-fil-A. Here's the thing. Everything's closing right now. I was gonna go get me a pretzel, but got up there and they said the only thing they had were drinks. So anyway, yeah, so I think everything's shutting down. So I'm probably just gonna have to go hungry. But yeah, good seeing some people that liked the Boston content. The Revolutionary War content is like a huge gap on this channel, and I've had people forever saying that I need to do asking me when are you going to do some Revolutionary War stuff. So I think I did like 7 episodes in Boston or in the Boston area. So anyway. So yeah, we're finally getting some Revolutionary War content on the channel, which is long past due. And I'll tell you what, we now more than ever, we could probably use some connection to our roots. As far as like the revolution, how this country got started, and everything like that. As a matter of fact, the video yesterday was on the Boston Massacre. This was one of the books that I used as a reference, but I never got to finish it. I still had a couple chapters left, so I brought it with me to read on the airplane and read in the airport. It's somebody from West Virginia. haven't spent any time in West Virginia, but I want to. I've had a lot of people recommend Droop Mountain. See, COVID shutdown was awful in the Northeast. Couldn't travel. Yeah. Do I sleep? Hey, Megan, how's it going? No, I don't sleep. As a matter of fact, I'll be rolling in. My flight lands at midnight tonight, and then I've got to get my luggage, get my vehicle. I won't get home till about 2 o'clock in the morning, and then up at 4:30. I might sleep in tomorrow. I usually get up at 4:30, but I might actually sleep in tomorrow since I'm not getting home till 1:30 or 2. How old is my hat? My hat's just now getting broke in. Hey, Ricky, thank you for the super chat there. Appreciate that. So some of the comments are going by really fast, so if I missed something, I apologize. And I'll try and catch it. Colorado Airport, is that where you're at? No, I'm at the Atlanta Airport right now. Next place that I'm going, I'm actually home for a long time now, which is kind of weird, man. I've been logging the miles here lately, and to be honest, where I'm going next is kind of up in the air. I haven't really landed on anything yet. So I've kicked around some different ideas, but anyway, I can tell you what's coming up on the series. So as soon as this Revolutionary War content will take us through the end of December, and then back in late September. It was like the last week of September, first week of October. We were in Munich. Hey, Kevin Fry Adventures, thanks. World War II Pacific videos were incredible. Thank you. But anyway, we're gonna have a ton of content coming out of Germany. I got to go see some pretty amazing things there, and kind of circling back to some World War II content. Will you be attending the SOS in February in Louisville? I think so. If I do, it'll be like a Saturday, Sunday. Still hoping to open a museum? Yes. As a matter of fact, I've brought some stuff back with me here. Would love to see something on Yorktown. Yeah. So for the Revolutionary War stuff that I'm doing now, it's going to focus mainly on just like the very, very beginning of the revolution. So, Boston Tea Party, Boston Massacre, like what we saw yesterday. And then some stuff with like focusing on Lexington and Concord. So it's just the very front end. Any plans on Bunker Hill? No. So things went sideways with me in Boston, like they always do. And I actually didn't make it to Bunker Hill. I intended to, but I was going to go to like Bunker Hill and Dorchester Heights and a whole bunch of stuff like that. The time that I was there, though, everything was closed, so I couldn't like get into all of the places that I really wanted to. And I talked to Chris from Vlogging Through History, and he told me that like Bunker Hill is pretty built up. There's not a whole lot there. They had a museum, but the museum was closed when I was going there. So. Let's see, Whiskey Rebellion, Southwest Pennsylvania would be interesting. Yeah, that would be. Hey, Jeff, I see your badge there. Thank you for the support, even from Missouri. Did you quit your job? Nope. Nope. That's one thing that a lot of people don't realize is that I still do this and work a full-time job. I should do more videos in the Northeast. Will you ever go to New York? Yeah, I want to go to New York. Would like to go to Ticonderoga, and also go to the site of the Elmira prison camp. A ton of people. If you go to that Dadgum Andersonville video, every other comment is somebody griping at me that I didn't mention Elmira. So, yeah, I definitely want to get to New York. I've never been to New York City either, so. Yeah, I want to go to New York City one time. Let's see. You work a full-time job. How the heck does that work? I don't know. Well, again, I don't sleep. Christine Roundtree, see the badge there. Thank you. Looking forward to Boston content. Yeah, Boston was pretty cool. I've got some people who are sitting around me now, so now I'm feeling like an idiot. Buy yourself. Oh wait, I missed it. Connor Hughes, thanks for the super chat. Buy yourself a burger. Soldier Memorial Museum in St. Louis is amazing, by the way. If you go back to like the very, very beginning of this channel, like maybe within the first 5 episodes of History Traveler, I went to the Soldiers Memorial Museum, and yeah, that place is really, really neat. And I think one of the designers was one of the guys who was in the one of the monuments men from World War II. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but I think it's the guy that John Goodman portrays in the movie Monuments Men, helped design that memorial, which is pretty interesting. So, anyway, love that you did Mount Vernon. Oh, thanks. In the video from the Smithsonian, oh crud, hang on. You mentioned that you had a video on the Trail of Tears in Sand Creek. Did they ever upload those? Okay, so the question was, I guess in that video that I did at the Museum of the American Indian in Smithsonian, I said something about Trail of Tears. So I still have plans for a Trail of Tears video, and I had filmed one at Sand Creek, but the wind was blowing about 120 miles an hour that day, and like the audio got completely blown out, so I ended up scrapping that one. But I'm gonna go back at some point. Also tried to go to Wounded Knee, but that was 2020, and they'd shut down the borders of the reservation. So let's see. Oh, somebody asking about any new merch coming in the future. At some point, I'm just so stinking busy that I haven't had time to devote any attention to it. Anything B-17s would be great. Yeah, I want to go to the Air Force Museum in Dayton. And there's also the Strategic Air Command Museum up in Nebraska that I'm wanting to go to. Casey, been binge watching the videos? Thanks. Hey, Sean. Keep doing what you're doing. Incredible content. Yeah, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Helps offset when YouTube demonetizes my videos. Yeah, dealing with some frustration right now with a video that got not only demonetized but got hit with an age restriction. Hey Glasgow, thank you. Morning from UK, bud. Just want to say thank you for all your vids. They've been helping with my insomnia. Can't even read. Any plans to come to the UK? Yes, definitely. Definitely plan on coming to the UK at some point. Any present day history content in mind? If I go to New York City, I'll definitely go to like the 9/11 Memorial, which is kind of present day. Let's see. There's another one here that I just missed. Sorry. Museum is awesome. Yeah, there's one that yeah, YouTube is going after several channels for some reason. Yeah, anyways, I was saying, the 2 videos that I did in the Antietam series with Gary Edelman, both got demonetized, and the one that I did with photography at Antietam with Gary, that one got age restricted as well. So, I mean, that video was blowing up and had like over 700,000 subscribers. Got hit with an age restriction and demonetized, and it flatlined, and it hasn't grown since. And I just saw Vlogging Through History on here. When are we getting some World War I content from Europe? So that is high on my list. And as a matter of fact, I've been kicking around like where to go and what to do. I would like to go to Verdun, but if you are hungry for some World War One content, in the meantime, definitely go to Vlogging Through History, because he went out there and has one video up, I think, from his trip, unless there's one that slipped by me. But yeah, Vlogging Through History, one of my favorite channels, has some awesome stuff. 556 Media. Hey, I like 556 Media. I like that name. Visit Fort Ritchie when you get back to Gettysburg area. Ritchie Boys, lots of history there. Yeah, cool. Oh, okay, Vlogging Through History. Next one is tomorrow. You'll have to tell me, you have to let us know what tomorrow's video is. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I've been kind of getting back in a World War I mood. I go through different phases. So, I'm kind of, oh, Hill 60, yeah, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, I'm kind of getting back in a World War I phase right now. But anyway, and I'm kicking around some ideas on maybe a group meetup at the World War I Museum in Kansas City. Maybe something kind of big, but I'm still working on the details of that. But I would like to get together with a bunch of people up there. And, yeah. Is that Vlogging through history guy as cool as he seems? No, he's actually cooler. Here's one thing that I really like about Chris's channel and Chris and everything like that, other than being just a genuine nice guy. The dude's depth of knowledge is so stinking impressive. Hey, Chris C, thanks for the super chat. Like the way that he can get up there and like on his reaction videos, just riff on any historical subject is so impressive to me, and I'm jealous of it. I'm kind of a one-trick pony, like a standard Civil War, World War II guy, and World War I and everything. But yeah, like getting into English history and everything like that. Yeah. Any plans on going to the Eisenhower farm? Yeah, definitely. So here's my idea, because I mean Gettysburg is like a bottomless well of content that you can mine, and I'm always learning new things. I've kicked around the idea of like phasing out some stuff with the Gettysburg over the next 3 years. Like maybe this year do some day one, do like a short day one series. Then next year do like a short day two series, and the year after that do a short day three series, and then do some other things spattered in. And the Eisenhower farm would be included in that. But the same thing that happens to me all the time. That first Gettysburg series that I did, the Eisenhower farm was closed because I had plans on going there. So did you go to the JFK Museum or Library House? No, I didn't go to the John Adams graves or house or anything like that. Again, that was in my plans. But my first day in Boston, I won't get into the details, but things went sideways, and I ended up not being able to do nearly as much as what I wanted. Let's see, first Thursday of each month, the Air Force Museum is open until 8 p.m. Holy cow. You would need those extra 3 hours for the Air Force Museum, because it is huge. It's been a long time since I've been there, but when I went, we didn't even scratch the surface. Do you know that the flag that flew Antietam Battle was at the Civil War Museum? In Dallas, Fort Worth. Huh, interesting. I did not know that. World War II Museum, yeah, I've been there just personally, but not on the channel. But I definitely want to do that. Edelman seems like a fun guy to be around. He absolutely is. And he's just like he is on the videos, and his sense of humor is like my brand of humor. It's kind of sarcastic, which I think is hilarious, because I'm kind of that way too. All right, man, these comments are going by so fast. So, anyway. see. Have you ever, or do you ever plan on going to Pearl Harbor and doing a video there? Yeah, Chris, if you go to the World War II playlist, you'll find quite a bit of stuff that I did at Pearl Harbor. Or if you go into like the search box and type in like History Traveler, Pearl Harbor, yeah, all my Pearl Harbor stuff will come up there. Did a lot of content there this past summer. How do you plan when? Oh, crud. Okay, Casey, how do you plan when you go to museums? Do you try and go during less touristy seasons? Yes. Ideally, that's when I try to go. So I've had people suggest, that I should go to Gettysburg, on the anniversary, that I should go to Normandy, on June 6th. And honestly, I have no interest in doing any of that. Just because I just don't want to deal with all the people and the crowds and everything like that. Let's see. See, Chris, just found your channel and really enjoy it. Will recommend to my brother who also. Awesome. Yeah, so that's honestly how this channel has grown. There's like one person just recommending it to another, saying, hey, there's this bearded redneck on YouTube who goes to history sites, you should check it out. Somebody asking if I ever served in the military. I get that question quite a bit, but no, I did not. Found Emma Stevenson's grave after he was Marietta. Oh, cool. Any plans on exploring Atlanta's Civil War history further? Yes, definitely. I've even thought about doing like a series at some point on like Sherman's Atlanta campaign, or maybe the March to the Sea. My great-great-grandpa was in the 27th Illinois, and I'm wanting to do like a whole series where I retrace his route, go to all the battles that he fought in. It was like the Battle of Stones River, and Missionary Ridge, Chickamauga. He actually got wounded at Missionary Ridge, got hit in the face with a piece of shrapnel. But Billy the Kid series, yeah, that would be cool too. Yeah, I'm wanting to get down to. I had plans on going to New Mexico. It was earlier this year, but things kind of fell through. Any South Carolina trips planned? Yes, definitely want to get to South Carolina. Go to like Fort Sumter. I want to go to South Carolina when it's not summer though, because South Carolina in the summertime does not sound awesome to me. Hey, Allison. Salt Army Northern Nevada Regiment. I actually don't know what that is. I'll have to take a mental note of that and look it up. Ever think of visiting Okinawa or Nagasaki? Definitely, 100%. Tombstone? Definitely. That's all also on the list. Tombstone's one of my favorite movies of all time. Have you ever done anything in Franklin, Battle Franklin? Yep. As a matter of fact, that was a long time ago that I did that. So that was kind of early on the channel. And if you go and search and type in History Traveler Franklin, there were 3 videos that I did there, I think. Kitty Hawk? Yeah, Kitty Hawk would be a good one. Oh, here's somebody that says, next time you're in Atlanta, you should go to the Atlanta History Center and Oakland Cemetery. So I've been to the Atlanta History Center, and when I got my camera out, a very unpleasant security guard had words with me. So, that was on me. I should have called ahead and planned. A lot of times you can just go in. That was earlier on in the channel, and now I try and call ahead, make sure everything like that is okay. Andersonville, Georgia. I've got an Andersonville video. As a matter of fact, if you go to the main page, it's like one of the most viewed videos on this channel. How do you decide what places to go for your channel? Honestly, it's just whatever interests me. I'm interested in so many things. So it honestly is just kind of whatever catches my fancy. Going to do another Jefferson Barracks video. Yeah, at some point I'm going to do another Jefferson Barracks video and kind of talk more about like the actual structures there, rather than just the cemetery. So you talked to Eric in Gettysburg. Just missed you. Oh dang! Sorry, Sean. Yeah, I was there this morning, and then I left probably around 1, I think. Okay, Greg, here's a good question. How do I choose music? One of the most common questions that I'll get on the channel, people asking, hey, what was that song at the beginning, or what was that song in the middle, or whatever. And the honest answer is I don't know. I've got a library, a digital library of royalty-free music that I use that is literally, there are thousands of songs. And I'll just go through and I'll try and get an idea. I've gotten a better job of like organizing like the style of video, or the style of song to match wherever I want. Like if I want a blues song, or if I want something that's more ambient or something like that, I have like specific folders for it now. But it's more just random selections. So yeah, so I can't recall like the names of the specific songs that I use. Pondering the past, Fort McHenry. Yeah. So I have more ambition than I have time. Yeah. Let's see. Hey man. Oh, crud. Hang on. I said in history class. You taught me a thing or two. Thanks, Darren. Appreciate that. Okay, so Jeff, I see the badge there. Thank you for the support. What was one thing that got you into history? A teacher or family member? So that would definitely be family member. Hang on just a second. So my grandpa was definitely one that got me into history. He fought in the Korean War and grew up during the Depression and everything like that. So I was always picking his brain and listening to his stories and stuff like that. And that really got me into history. And then my dad as well. My dad was always interested in the space program and was a kid when Apollo 11 mission went to the moon. So he was always watching documentaries. I would watch them with him, and really got into it. Do you have any interest in biblical history? The region is dangerous. Okay, so my brother and I are actually talking about going to Israel at some point. I don't know exactly when. So yeah, that's pretty high up on my list. Is going to Israel and doing some like biblical history stuff. Any plans on Bunker Hill? It won't be in this series, but I'm gonna go back to Boston at some point and do some more Revolutionary War stuff. Somebody made a comment about the guy at the end of the chairs. Ethan, where am I headed? I'm headed home. Let's see, what is Mr. Dorr really like? Mr. Dorr is a great guy. I've had nothing but positive interactions with him, and I've spent quite a bit of time with him now. So sometimes I'll get comments and people will say, oh, I went to the museum and he wanted to talk history and he didn't even want to talk or something like that. Here's one thing that people don't realize about Eric. He's pretty much a one-man band and operates that museum pretty much by himself. He's recently hired somebody, which was much needed to help out. But yeah, he's a great guy, but very busy guy. Let's see. favorite World War II book with the old read by Eugene Sledge. There's nothing better. Here's Elizabeth said, you said you're an outdoorsman. What do you enjoy hunting? I've always really enjoyed spring turkey hunting more than anything else. But I enjoy anything. Yeah. Killed a decent buck this year with my rifle. Haven't got out with my bow as much as I would like. Okay, boy, I'm gonna. Somebody said check out The Rifle by Andrew Biggio. Yeah, actually, I was going to try and link up with Andrew, who wrote The Rifle. He's doing some amazing things, but our schedules just didn't quite align. Everything could come to the Gerald Ford Museum. I would like that. I think it's up somewhere in Michigan. Let's see. Somebody said I should visit Battleship Cove and Fall River. Okay, cool. Somebody asked me if I visited Wounded Knee. I tried, but the border was closed down at the time. Somebody asked me if my brother has a YouTube channel. No. I'm sorry, some of these comments are going by so fast, I'm not catching them all. Gerald Ford is in Grand Rapids, that's right. That's right. Chris Fitzgerald, he just won't answer my question. I don't know what your question was. I'm sorry, man, things are going by so fast. It's funny that the comment that I did see is the one saying that I won't answer your question. Sorry. Let's see, does the Gettysburg Museum have good items for sale? Heck, yes, they do. As a matter of fact, I've got a few of them with me. But yeah, he's constantly updating the website. Somebody said West Point is a must. Yeah, I would like to link up with Preston Stewart, who went to West Point, and go there. Let's see, maybe you can have your brother on your channel sometime. Yeah, he's a lot more intelligent than I am. His thing, here's what's kind of funny between the two of us. I'm more into like American history, and he's more into like ancient history and everything. So, any plans to visit Australia? Definitely would like to get there. Somebody asking what I got from Eric. Hang on a second. Some of it is in my checked luggage. Picked up a World War I Iron Cross, second class. See, somebody said they just got a German coin and parachute fragment. Yep, awesome. I think it's cool that he does that. I mean, and honestly, with the sales from the store is what keeps that museum open and keeps it free to the public. So you don't have to pay anything to go in. You're going to see some of the most amazing things that you're going to see in any museum anywhere. So let's see. All right. Well, hey, probably going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'm going to go see if I can find something to eat. And then I'm not too far from my gate, so but I want to make sure that I'm pretty close there. When can we expect the History Underground Museum to open? Sometime. That's my long-term goal that I'm working towards. Will we see a series on the Revolutionary War? Yes, it's happening right now. First episode was yesterday. It's going to run all throughout December. But hey, thanks for jumping on here and hanging out with me for a bit. You guys are awesome.